We've got some breaking news to bring you from Liverpool, who have confirmed that Conor Bradley will require surgery on his knee, which we understand will rule him out for the rest of...
It's completely fair to Virgil to blame him for the first goal, because I think you could see throughout the game how much impact the wind had on certain balls. There was, I don't exactly know, but in the end of the game, Virgil hit a long ball towards Mo, and I was expecting it to go to the goalkeeper, but all of a sudden it fell to Mo. He wasn't.
Liverpool, top British club for the very first time. What is the secret behind their rise up the table?
Well, they had a brilliant season on and off the pitch last year. They won the title, they were in the Champions League as well. And also, commercially, they've been doing really, really well. And commercial income, for the first time, has overtaken broadcast income as to where clubs are making most of their money. And commercially, Liverpool have been doing well. Their commercial revenue up 7% last year. And one of the reasons for that is for non-football events. For instance, we've seen Taylor Swift play at Anfield. Dua Lipa, I think, played there as well. And also Bruce Springsteen had some concerts there too. So not only have they been doing really well on the pitch, but they've been doing really well off the pitch as well. And also remember, they didn't play in the Club World Cup in the summer. If they'd played in the Club World Cup in the summer, they probably would have made, I don't know, an extra 80, 90 million pounds from that as well. So they would have been even higher in the list and even closer to the top four clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich and PSG. Well, look, you mentioned those four clubs and you mentioned the Club World Cup, and I think that may well be part of the answer to my next question, because no English clubs in the top four. You mentioned those four European giants, which are. So what's going on there? Yeah, it's a bit strange because normally, look, Real Madrid being top, that's not a surprise. I think, Manchester United were last top in 2017. Real Madrid have consistently been top. And I think the reasons for that now are that commercial revenue has overtaken broadcast revenue. And historically, of course, the Premier League is the richest league because it makes more money from broadcast revenues than any other league. But commercial revenues are even more important now. And you've got clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, PSG. Now, these are gold standard global brands. Yeah. And big companies want to be associated with Real Madrid, Barcelona, PSG and Bayern Munich. Having said that, of course, as you mentioned, 3 out of 4 of them played in the Club World Cup as well, so they would probably have made an extra 70, 80, 90 million pounds from playing in that. And also they're playing in the expanded Champions League. So they're playing more games, making more money from match day revenue, broadcast revenue and commercial revenue as well.
Andy Robertson has been strongly linked with a move to Tottenham, other reports, Jamie.
Yeah.
Do you have concerns, especially if he does make that move, about Liverpool's depth in defence?
Well, from the reports that we're hearing, is that Tsimikas would then come back just to give some strength in depth on that left back position with Milos Kerkez, so that would make sense.
But particularly when you look at the players who are unavailable, we should also factor in the players who left over the summer. Tsimikas went off on loan. Trent Alexander-Arnold obviously left. Yeah. Jarell Quansah left the club. There have been wholesale changes in the Liverpool defence.
Yeah, obviously Connor's picked up a really nasty injury, so we're probably not going to see him again this season.
Same with Giovanni Leone, who only played a couple of games.
And he looks a real prospect. He looks a real talent. He picked up that injury in the Carabao Cup. And obviously, hopefully, Ibrahim Konate will be back soon. But it does feel he needs a little bit of help in that department, because if they were to pick up an injury or two more, they're going to have real problems. I don't know the ins and outs, so I can't talk. But Gay felt like a big miss. That was always something that everybody, football would say, that he's going to be going to Liverpool. It looks like a done deal. Manchester City obviously came in and offered him a huge amount of money to go there, and it's a really good move for him. I'm not, fully understand that one, but it just felt like that would be one that Liverpool would have certainly partaked in. They didn't, so now they have to be clever in the market. The hard thing is you go and buy a player, and Leone is going to be a real star, and then he's probably going to be fit for the start of next pre-season, hopefully. So you're in a bit of a position, really, but you've got